Thus, these matters draw the attention of those who are weak and also remind the majority who, by the grace of Allah, are generally in a good condition towards the need to scale to greater heights. Because I have stated, as I have stated, this matter relating to an Ahmadi woman is not confined to herself. The spiritual life of the future generation relies on it as well. The state of affairs in the home will determine the character of the future generation. It has normally been observed that if the environment is wholesome, then those who are growing up will tread on the ways of good works. If the environment is materialistic, then the inclination will be towards materialistic deeds. Sometimes evil habits develop amongst the children of good people and they become far removed from the Jamaat. However, this is not common. Therefore, it should be remembered that if there is an exceptional case like this, instead of pointing fingers towards them, one should pray that Allah Almighty showers His mercy on them. This is the purpose of the life of an Ahmadi. One should prepare one's life and hereafter and remain concerned about others as well. If this thinking develops in you, where you will be constantly analyzing yourself, you will also be helpful to others with your prayers. This is the unity and oneness of the Jamaat for which the Prophet Messiah ﷺ came. The institution of Khilafat continues to maintain it. This is the blessing that distinguishes you from others. So always remember this time, and by trying to maintain this oneness, you have to create a paradise in this world for yourself and for your future generations. By bringing back those removed from you or withdrawn from you into the Nizam-e-Jamaat, the administrative system of the Jamaat, we have to create the means of paradise for them. Guide the world to the right path that lead them to paradise. In this entire task, ladies can play an active role. If you understand this aspect, then the two paradises described in the Holy Quran, that is to say, the paradise in this world and the paradise in the hereafter, will be acquired by you for yourselves. The future generation and also the world regarding the tarbiyat or training of children, and in particular that of the girls, it should be remembered, and its importance was felt by me as a result of a question of an office bearer when I emphasized observing parda by the ladies and the girls, grown-up girls. This office bearer said that they were trying in their homes, and perhaps, and of course he was a man, not any of the Lajna office bearer. He said that they are trying in their homes, and he said that perhaps Lajna was also making an effort, but there was a difficulty being encountered regarding dress and veil. I remember responding that unless you instill modesty and chastity from childhood, then your effort, once the child grows up, will be fruitful. If you do not do it from the very childhood, it will be fruitless. The Holy Prophet ﷺ said that modesty and chastity are a part of the faith. A feeling should be created in girls that they are Ahmadi Muslims. It should be explained why they are Ahmadis and what was the purpose of the advent of the Prophet Messiah alayhi salam. And Ahmadi has taken a pledge to fulfill that purpose. There should be a difference between you and other human beings and between you and ordinary Muslims. Despite the clear instructions of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, other Muslims have not believed the Prophet Messiah alayhi salam, while you believe in the Prophet Messiah alayhi salam and abide by the teachings of the Holy Quran and follow in the footsteps of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So understand this difference, understand your significance, protect your chastity and modesty. So if these matters are inculcated in the minds of the girls, then they will have such a feeling. If up to the age of 10 or 12 years, you go around the markets and parades with your girls dressed in jeans and blouses, then the concept of chastity and sanctity will fly out of the window. Then, if you force them when they reach the age of 13 or 14 years, then their reaction will be like the reaction of those around them. If there is an absence of the concept of chastity amongst the girls, it is the fault of the parents. Therefore, remember this essential point, which is to instill chastity and modesty right from the outset. After 5 or 6 years of age, make them wear a long shirt or long skirt over their jeans. Remind them about the importance of chastity. Then, when they mature, they will pay attention to the veil and hijab. They will avoid friendship with boys in their schools and colleges. Otherwise, you will rue and regret, but it will be a bit pointless at that time. Training and reformation is the greatest responsibility of a mother, especially an Ahmadi mother. This is why a woman has been granted the right of leading towards paradise. Sometimes men affectionately take the side of their daughters unnecessarily. Such men should remember that this pampering is not affection. It is like throwing your children into a pit of destruction. On such occasions, mothers should stand up and say that they cannot allow their generation to be destroyed by such coddling.